All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I know that was quick. I know some of you guys are like, he better not be late. He was sitting in front of his computer. And Kevin Griff's like, late again. Yeah, well, I also had to make tea. But I made sure I was quick because I know I wasn't far away from my computer for you guys to, like, start breaking my balls. All right, guys. So, again, uh, thank you for joining me. Again, I appreciate you guys dealing with a double feature tonight, if you will. But I think tonight's or the live stream right now had to be done because of what happened yesterday. Now, I know I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a lot of people, again with the volume, hold on. Sorry. Hello? All right. I'll fix it right now. All right. How do I sound and how do I look? Thank you, Abigail, for the donations. We appreciate it. All right, how do I sound now? 5 by 5. Seriously, the volume sounds good. All right, good, better. I raised it up. All right, guys. All right. So now let's get to the thing. I lost a bunch of subscribers from the video I put out today. So the reason for the reason why I did the video because I guess I was frustrated at what happened, and though I sort of agree with the anger behind everything. I don't think it was the best route to go about it. Now, yes, uh, protesting and peaceful protesting and stuff like that. I get it that it's done. We should be a little more forceful, but an unorganized, uh, last minute breaching of the Capitol wasn't the way to go about it. I just don't think it was. I don't think it was the right way to go about it. I think it needed to be organized, and it wasn't. I think people were just going through the motions of emotions and lashing out. That being said, um, there's definitely going to be more fights ahead of us, but I do not think that this is the route to go about it, right? So, nonetheless, and what I mean the route, I mean the unorganized route. That's what I'm trying to say. Nonetheless, guys, I think we are headed towards some hard times. That's without a doubt. I think we're definitely going to have more uh, fighting ahead of us. That's without a doubt. But now everyone's so thank you, NY Wired and Wired or Yard NY Yards. Sorry, well, however you pronounced it. Um, People keep saying the Capitol's security was weak. I don't think the Capitol saw this coming. I don't think the cops saw this coming. They were like, well, it's Trump supporters. They never really done anything like this. It'll be okay. And then with that, all hell broke loose. Yeah, so they were ill prepared. You could say that much. They underestimated what was going to happen. Again, they should have been prepared. They should have been more Johnny on the spot, but they weren't. So that's why it happened. That's what happened. But nonetheless, do I blame them entirely? No. They got caught with their pants down. Listen, guys, Capitol Police is a cushy job. All right, it's not a high speed, NYC, NYPD or LAPD kind of job. It's a low speed job. All right, and they were just taken by surprise. Jimmy Jappa, do me a favor. When you say things like that, could you elaborate a little bit? Be an adult. We're being adults here. So if you're going to be a child and do stuff like that, then I can't understand what you're trying to say. See, Max, I guess you're right. I don't listen. Here's the other thing, too, guys. So I hate to say, not I hate to say, I have to say this. I was unaware of a lot that was going on because I was standing in front of it, right? So when you're standing too close to something, you don't see a lot of the behind the scenes things that were going on. Like I didn't know that the National Guards were not that I didn't know they were being called in. I didn't know that they were denied, or Trump denied them coming in or something like that. I didn't know that cops called for reinforcement for the actual PD of the city, and that was being denied as well. So I didn't know a lot of that was being done. I was just going off for everything that was happening in front of us, and what happening in front of us were people were breaching the Capitol, and people got inside, and I saw people getting inside. So I didn't see all the other shit. Or hear about the other shit. Sorry. When I got home, then I heard all the other stuff. Right. I heard the 4 people died. Right. I heard about the reinforcements. I heard about all this shit later. All right. So guys, my volume is good on my end. If it's not on your end, sorry. You might have to use headphones, or you might have to hold on. You might have to. I'm sorry. Go another route. I don't know what else to tell you, but I know that the volume on my side is okay. Rav, I didn't hear any gunshots. And when people were like, "Oh, there was a shooting inside," I was like, "Where?" I was like, "Where?" And then they were like, "Oh, it was inside the building." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." But I didn't hear anything. I did hear the flashbangs that were going off, because they were going off right in front of us. Right, the tear gas that was going off right in front of us. That. I have to say, as childish as this might sound, I thought that was a bit fun. Getting tear gassed, I thought that was pretty fun. Uh, so Nate, yes, I did see a flare. A flare did go off, and I was that when it went off, I was like, "Oh shit, what the hell's gonna happen next?" Because when you see a flare in a movie where something's being sieged, you're like, "Holy shit, the reinforcements are coming." So the flare goes off, and a couple of us stopped and looked like, "Oh shit, what next?" And then I look behind me and I don't see anything. So I was like, "All right, um, it wasn't that bad," but I did see a flare go off. 454 Tiger, thank you for the. Yeah, I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for the donations, man. I appreciate it. So listen, guys. Obviously, like I said, my video early today, released early today, pissed a lot of people off, and that's fine. I mean, if you don't like what I had to say, then you know where to go. The unsubscribe button's right below my fucking video. Boop, be gone. Right? It's not that serious, though. I was a lot frustrated over everything that went on, and I don't know what else to say behind that. I think all of us are frustrated, and I think I was frustrated because I went there with the intentions of being an objective observer, having a good time at the rally in the beginning, and then watching it all deteriorate at night. I thought I was like, so I think that's why I was frustrated, because I was having a good time. And then, I was enjoying everything that was going on, and everybody was being nice to one another. And then all of a sudden, that happened. And then you're like, shit. So now, um, when you're tired, sorry, when you're there for something else, and something else happens, it takes you by surprise. It catches you off guard. I thought we were there, or people were there to beat up Antifa or stop Antifa, whatever it was. I didn't think that was going to happen. So Dawn, thank you for that. Yes, I was hungry, and so one of the subscribers that were with me, by the way, um, he had snacks and shit, and I saw other people eating snacks, and I'm like, God, I'm an asshole. I should have bought snacks, but I didn't think anything of it. Uh, so whoa, whoa, dudes, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. I should have bought snacks, and I was like, or something to eat, anything, but I was like, this will be fine. It'll be over, and then I'll be able to go home. No, that didn't happen. You know, I was the only one starving. Guys had coolers and shit, and I'm like, damn, coolers, drinks, like everyone thought ahead. And for being a prepper, I was really unprepared for that having that. I mean, I had all my camera gear. I had my medical kit. I had a first aid kit. I had all this shit ready to rock and roll. And nope, no food. No one tried to pass me spam, Grim. No, Thank God they didn't. I would have starved to death than eat spam. Let's put it like that. I was so hungry. In the back of my head, I'm like, if someone gives me spam, I'm throwing it at them. You know, like so. I don't think. I don't. I definitely wasn't eating spam, even being as hungry as I was. But let's so guys. Anyway, back to what was going on. Uh, yes, and I did. I left my mask in the car. Thank you for that, Randy. Uh, I left my mask in the car because I didn't think this was going to go down. I said, well, Antifa's not here because it'd be a suicide mission to show up with all these Trump supporters. So let me leave my mask here, right? And then I said, oh, I'll leave my battery chargers here too because it's not going to be a big deal. You know, egg on my face. I should have had my gas mask. Though the tear gas wasn't that bad, at least for me, it wasn't that bad. But I should have bought it, but I didn't. You know, because that sucked. You know, again, I was thinking ahead. I was thinking about the Antifa and that shit being getting out of control and being gas mask and all that, and then no fucking no mask. That was on me, but I was able to deal with the tear gas. So again, a lot of people weren't able to. The amount of people that were running and trying to get away from that was fun to watch. But me personally, I was fine. Um, So again, thank you guys. Oh, so also I have to say before I get into everything else, um, thank you for you guys who are looking out for me. Thank you, Grim Survival Man. Thank you for posting a video about me being okay. Thank you guys for your concern. I do appreciate that. That's pretty cool. I sort of knew when the live stream cut out that you guys are going to start asking questions, and Grim handled it, and my moderator, Marbury, she handled it as well. So thank you for that. Uh, I don't think at any point in time I was in danger at all. Even with the shooting that went on inside, I don't think I was. I don't think I was in danger. I think I was fine. You know. But then again, my perception of danger is different from somebody else's. Again, that's just what it was. But listen, guys, I obviously. Oh, and here's the thing too. For any of you that had a problem with my video, some people said that I was abandoning Trump and all this other bullshit. No, I wasn't. Saying that Trump's presidential career is over, it's a fact, guys. He's done. There's not much more you can do for the president, and there's not much more the president can do. Uh, it's over with. It's done. We have to deal with these four fucking assholes. Sorry, two assholes for the next 4 years. That's the reality. Are we going to have to have more? Is there going to be more fights and battles ahead of us? Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to have that shit ahead of us. But guys, it is what it is. It's over for him. But it's not over for us. Let me clarify that. It is not over for us. We are going to have to fight. President Trump gave it a good try for us, but now it's done. Now we have to fucking fight. And apparently, there's going to be some fighting. So, tactical spam, thank you for that one. And guys, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up for those of you that are in here. Those of you who actually still like me, you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes your dick hard, or your nipples hard, ladies. For you guys, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever gets your shit going. So let's start off from the top. All right, the top of it was. Sorry, the top of it was the day started out great. Everyone was, the jocularity was going on. Everybody was, high fiving each other and having a good time. Trump's speech at the beginning of the day was great. The second part of his speech and the speech he gave at the rally was like, it was all right, but he was repeating himself. At no point in time during Trump's speech was he inciting violence. Not one bit of his speech was he inciting violence. So the media, the assholes they are trying to sell him up the river, and politicians by saying he incited violence. He had no point incited any kind of violence, guys. None. All right. So that being said, the everyone turning it around on him. If you're gonna say Trump is responsible for this violence, you better hold every fucking mayor and governor over the summer while they watch their cities and state burn to the ground, you better charge them for the same shit too. You better say they incited the violence. All right? If you're gonna go that route, you better bring everybody the fuck in, because that's what happened. If you want to go that route, those governors sat there and mayors sat there and said it's the violence is the voice of the unheard. Okay, all right, then let's bring them down to charges too. But if you're not going to do that, you're not going to sit there and say Trump incited violence, because at no time did he. He never said, guys, march to the Capitol and take it down. He never said storm it. He said, in fact, guys, go home, or at the beginning he said, behave yourselves, act accordingly, and then he said, go home, guys. And then his speech today, which was an hour ago, or 2 hours ago, sorry, he had a speech today which he conceded the election, one, and two, he said he's going to hold everybody accountable. All right? So now, if he's going to hold everybody accountable, he is obviously not fine with what happened. Nobody is, guys. I mean, listen, I hate to simplify it, but what happened to the Capitol was bad. But I'm trying to negotiate what I'm going to say here. It was just a couple of broken windows, all right? And then one person got shot. Now, I don't know for the life of me why the lady who looked at the guy who had the gun drawn said, you know what? He's not going to shoot me. Those guys are on their own laws, guys. They have their own set of rules. They don't have PD rules. So I don't know why she went through that. And yes, she was unarmed, and that sucked. But she went through that point of the guy had the gun drawn. She was like, fuck it, he's not going to shoot me. And then she got shot. And then everybody looked at each other like, holy shit. What the hell happened? Why did he shoot her? Okay. I mean, listen, I don't agree with her being shot at all. I don't think it was, she was unarmed. But if a guy has his gun drawn and he's a federal police, the fuck you think was going to happen? Yes, and somebody and thank you for that, Matt. And some of the people said they have the license to kill. They don't follow the same rules. Now, that being said, it still was a couple of windows that were broken, and some shit was stolen. And yes, guys, she did die. She was shot in the neck. All right, so one person died. Okay, one, and a couple windows were broken inside of a localized area. All right. Nationwide, the country burned because governors and mayors and politicians backed up the actions of those committing the crime. All right. So now that they sat there and they actually incited violence, rioting, and looting. These are the governors and politicians and mayors that incited this. They incited this. So all you have to do, guys, is go back and look up the videos where they say this outright. So at not one point did Trump ever say anything close to that. He didn't say anything close to it. So that being said, this shit falls on the governors and mayors. You want to back it all the way up? Back it all the way up to them inciting this and letting people loot, burn, and kill other folks, guys. 30 plus people died doing the looting and rioting over the summer. 30. 4 people died through this whole mess. And then one of them died of a stroke, one was shot, and I don't know how the other two were died. And if they all died from anxiety, the other 3, sorry, died from anxiety, then that's on them. So someone's saying Trump did not concede. He did. He already conceded in his speech. Watch the speech. He said, I'm transitioning power over to the next party. That's conceding, guys. We're not going to split hairs. We're not going to hang on his every word. He conceded. It's time to let it go. And it's time for, if you want to say this, and I'm going to say it, if you want to take it over, it's for us to take this over now. The fight for him is gone. The fight for us is ahead. I'm all out. Thank you for the donations, man. I appreciate it. And Abigail Cook, man, thank you for the donations again. I'm thanking you twice, so I appreciate it. So, guys, it is what the fuck it is. We're in a new era. That's it. I don't know. We can't keep saying, well, the Trump election's not over yet. He still has this card he can play. No, he doesn't. He's not going to do the Insurrection Act. That's out. People keep saying, oh, he can invoke that. He is not invoking that. That is done. We have to look ahead now. We can't keep holding on to the elections, and we can't keep wish it and woulda, coulda, shouldas, guys. We can't. Yeah, Randy, the trolls are going to be out in full force tonight on this live stream. So, guys, for those of you that are new to the live stream, my live streams are normally like the Wild West. It's like anything goes. So, that being said, you're going to be dealing with trolls tonight. A lot of trolls tonight. But fuck them. Let them out. They got to come out and play too. Kevin Grip, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Right? Like everyone says, we move on. Patriot Music Group. You can unsubscribe all the fuck you want. I don't care. But he conceded. He didn't say it. He didn't say I conceded. He said I will be transferring power over. That's conceding. If you have a hard time understanding that, you can be gone too. I have no fucking problem cursing you people out tonight because I'm up here with the stupidity. The stupidity level of people hanging on to a thin thread is fucking insane. If you have a problem with what I'm saying, bounce. It's that serious, guys. It's not that serious. Sorry, you could fucking leave. I'm tired of people saying, "Well, he didn't. It didn't come out of his." He said it in his speech. It's on YouTube. You could, because guess what? The media didn't play his fucking speech. That's for fucking sure. I just watched the shit, and I'm like, "Oh shit, he stepped down. He stepped down, guys." And it's on again. You have to find it on YouTube because the media's not fucking playing it because the media are a bunch of fucking cowards. Don't get me started on that shit, but that's what it is. Random Gene, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And guys, listen, if you want to subscribe, I do not give a fuck. Let me say it again. I do not give a fuck. Why? Because if you're baby enough to unsubscribe from me saying some shit that's actually plausible or fact, it is what it is. And I know some of you are changing your thumbs up to thumbs down now. Again, I don't give a fuck. It's not the end of the world. You're not hurting me. You're really not. Trust me on that. Now, the turnout, let's get back to the what you call ahead. Sorry, guys. The turnout for Trump's rally at the Washington Monument was awesome. Was fucking awesome, guys. Um, I'm going to guess there had to be 45 to 50,000 people there at the Washington Monument. Yo, endure until the end of time. Please don't get me started on those fucking Q assholes. That's another group of people I want to fucking tear into. But anyway, sorry for going off the rails. The turnout was great, guys. There were a ton of people there. Everything was fucking flowing great. Now, Southern Prepper One had a video where he said that there was intel of Antifa meshing with the group, right, hiding amongst us, and amongst the people there. Sorry, and he says, they might have their hat backwards or something like that. I saw a couple of dudes with yellow bandanas, and I was like, So that got me thinking. Trust no one. Thank you for the donation. So that had me thinking. I'm like, nah, it can't be, right? So then I saw a couple other yellow bandanas throughout the day, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. But then I'm like, they had like this Antifa-esque feel, They had that fucking weak look to them, They were trying to walk like they were tough, but they had like a weak stance to them. It was weird. But anyway, there were militia guys there too. There was a huge difference. So anyway, the Antifa guys, um, walking around again with the yellow bandanas, but I don't know if they all were wearing yellow bandanas. Um, all right, so if someone said yellow bandanas were Proud Boys, but I also did hear Proud Boys weren't wearing their colors. So I don't know. Maybe you're right, But nonetheless, there was some Antifa-looking dudes there. That being said, there were some weird vibes you got from people who were walking around, um, you know, walking around like they were trying to be Trump supporters, but it was strange, man. Bug out Bishoto, man. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that I saw some people that they stood out for me. So if you're in a crowd of people and it and then you look at somebody and they stand out from you, that's what was bothering me, and it was bothering me about a few guys there. But nonetheless, uh, they clearly were in there because I'll get to why I said they were in there at the end. So I'm trying to do this timeline of how everything went down, if it makes sense. Uh, Allison, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So the next thing is the walk to the Capitol. The walk to the Capitol, guys, was great. I though when I was walking to the Capitol, the further I got away from my car, the further I was like, shit, I gotta walk all this back now. It was just like it was a hike and a half. Um, Now here is the the bottom. I'm gonna speed up to the end real quick. So as everything unwinded and I had to walk back to my car, that was the longest walk of my fucking life. And it was only like a mile and a little bit. But it felt like it was the longest walk. Sailing Prepper, man, thank you for the donation. It was like the longest walk. And the whole time I'm walking back, there's now no one outside, right? I'm like, this is the time for Antifa to jump me. If they were going to do it, this is the time. Um, and it didn't happen, but I was looking around from time to time just to see if one of those fucking nerds would jump out of a bush and then try to jump me, but it didn't happen. So anyway, the walk to the Capitol was good. So we're getting to the Capitol, and then I start doing a live stream, and then a lot of you guys who were watching my live stream were like, get closer. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to get closer because I didn't want. And listen, thank God you guys did push me. Thank God you guys pushed me to get closer, because when I got closer, then I started seeing everything unfold. So then I saw the Capitol Police holding everyone back at the bleachers, the bottom part of the bleachers. And then at some point, they lost hold of that. And then everybody spread up the bleachers. And then I saw them at the doors. I'm like, there's no way they're getting through those doors. And then I take my eye off the crowd for like a second. I take my eye off the crowd for like a second. Cindy, thank you for the donation. And then I look up and I hear everybody roaring, yeah, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I step back and I look and I see the doors are opening, people are going in. I'm like, holy shit, okay, they breached the Capitol. And then everyone starts saying in the crowd, they breached the Capitol, they got in. So I'm like, oh shit, this is interesting. I'm just there. I'm like, all right, this is interesting. This is going to get bad. And then probably about a half hour later from that, I hear a lady get shot. Now I'm like, holy shit, but who shot her? I'm like, did one of the protests shoot another? Because at this point, I don't know what's going on. So today, I don't know what's going on. Now I'm asking questions like, well, who shot her? Another protester? And they're like, no, one of the cops. I'm like, where? Out here? I'm like, we're standing right here. And then, whatever. They go, no, 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 no. It was inside. I was like, oh shit got real inside. So then again, I'm still trying to piece everything together. Nonetheless, guys, uh, everything that happened, it went out of fucking, it spiraled out of control after she got shot. Marsha, thank you for the donation. It spiraled out of control after she got shot because now the Capitol Police were on high alert, and they were pissed. Those are two bad combination, guys, because we brought them to that point. I have to drink tea like an old man to boost my immune system because COVID and being outside and whatever. Old man shit. That's all it is. So listen, guys. Again, I get comments now all the time. People are calling me treasonous because I don't. I said Trump is done. I'm like, listen, man. Whatever floats your boat, whatever gets your dick hard at night, so be it. But you have to come to a realization with certain things. That's what it comes down to, guys. You just got to realize certain things and go, all right. Now, here is the point in time, guys, where I'm sitting in front of the Capitol. I'm watching this shit going on. I watched them throwing tear gas at the guys on the upper deck of the stage, if you will, because they built the stage for the inauguration. So now I'm watching them throw tear gas at them, and I'm like, oh, that shit's getting real up there, right? So I'm like, okay, we're down here, we're good. At some point, I get to the Capitol steps. Now I'm like, you know, fuck it. not, I said, this is not the place to be. But for some reason, like a fucking bug to a light, I keep walking closer and closer. I'm like, because I'm already here, what might as well, right? So I get closer, and then I just start seeing like just a shit show, like just people just standing there to stand there. I for whatever reason, I make eye contact with this older black lady who's sitting on the not the steps, but like the rail, if you will, that big stone rail. She's just sitting on it and just hanging out. I'm like, holy shit! All right, that was interesting to see. And there's like a lot of old people like on the steps, like I guess why? Because they were taking part of history, or because they believed in the movement. Who knows? But nonetheless, being disorganized as it was, I guess that's why I don't agree with what went down. Now, I do think that if you were going to breach the Capitol, instead of destroying shit, instead of stealing podiums and sitting at Pelosi's desk, why the fuck would you want to sit at Pelosi's desk? That lady looks like she has a disease from the 1800s. That is the last person's desk I want to be sitting at anyway. But back to what I wanted to say. You're in the Capitol. Now's the time for you to sit there and take the Capitol over by sitting at the Chamber of Congress, sitting there and sitting at their desks, if you will, or their seats. That's how you can get the message across. But sitting there and destroying shit and taking pictures and selfies, that doesn't get the message across. If you're going, and what I'm saying, if you're going to do that, you should sit at their desk, at their the hearing session where they were in. You sit there, you take that over, and you wait them out. That's how you get your message across. Not by taking selfies and clown dances inside the fucking Capitol. I mean, listen, man. I mean, whatever, man. It was just, it was poorly, it was unorganized, and it looked like shit. That's all. And then to boot, they keep saying Trump supporters, Trump supporters. There were there was a lot more going on there, and what the media is letting on. And I don't know how else to say it, but you had to be there, kind of deal. Um, Impeaching Trump. That's what I want to move on to, because impeaching Trump for something he didn't do, right? And I said this earlier. If you impeach Trump for this, you better impeach mayors and governors. But we're not going to do that because everyone's full of shit. Trump didn't cite anything. I said this before. It pisses me off that everyone thinks he did. And here's the worst part, guys. Everyone knows how I felt about Trump, right? I'm not a big fan of him, but I am not going to abandon support for him. There are a lot of fucking people now that are abandoning support for Trump. They're jumping ship. They're like, well, after yesterday's spectacle, I can no longer support him. Why? He didn't do anything. He didn't fucking incite this shit. He didn't say, people, take the Capitol down. All right. Now, I heard people there saying we should burn this to the ground. I'm like, what? Burn what to the ground? You fucking kidding me? Burn the Capitol to the ground for what? I mean, like, take it over is one thing. Burning it to the ground is a different ballgame. So I'm like, and I heard this shit. I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? People talking about burn it to the ground. People talking about we should wreck everything inside. No, we shouldn't. You make a stance by going inside and sitting your ass in those chairs and not moving until you're forced upon. Not burning shit to the fucking ground. Not throwing shit on the fucking doors. It doesn't work that way. And yes, Tammy, thank you. Rats are abandoning ship. I am 100% a believer now that these motherfuckers are only in it because it involves something for them. And as soon as there was nothing for them, they jump ship. They're like, oh, fuck that. I don't believe in Trump. Sugar, honey, iced tea. I left when it was done. When the Capitol Police were pushing everyone out, I was like, fuck it. Fun's over. Go home, everyone. Capitol Police took our ball. Fun's over. Let's go. That's when I left. There was nothing else to do. There were people there, and this is the Antifa part. The Antifa members were the ones outside screaming at the cops. All right. So when the cops started pushing everyone back, when the cops took the bleachers back, when they took the stage back, they started pushing everyone down. They started throwing the tear gas and the flashbangs, right? And then everybody was like, "Oh my god, a flashbang!" And then they left, right? So they threw the tear gas, and everybody go, "Oh my god, my eyes!" And they started running. And so now I was coughing a little bit, but it wasn't affecting me like it was affecting them, because pussies. And they were all like, rubbing their eyes and running away. Now, that being said, the cops started forming a line and pushing everyone back. I saw them drag this one dude out, and I was like, holy shit. But they left him there. They weren't arresting him. So they dragged him out of the Capitol and left him on the fucking street. I think I have it in my live stream. And then that was it. They went back inside. Then they started forming a line. So they let him get up and leave. So then they start forming a line. They start pushing people. They started throwing more tear gas. Everybody's starting to run. I'm enjoying it at this point. And then, you know, they started yelling at the cops. So now when the cops form a line, there's guys yelling at the cops. So now this is when I started realizing this is Antifa. Because they were yelling at the cops, you killed our girl, how dare you? I'm like, well, it wasn't them, dickface. It was the fucking guys inside, and it wasn't the same dudes. So they started saying, hands up, don't shoot. That's Antifa shit. They were calling them pigs and how dare you? I'm like, that's fucking Antifa. That's Antifa language that they were using. You know? So now that was unequivocal Antifa behavior. Not fucking what you call it behavior. Now, someone asked, why did they get gas? I didn't get gas. I didn't get gas like because it was me. It was just they were trying to back us up. So, they were trying to get us out of there. So they started throwing gas and flashbangs, and everybody was like, oh my God, tear gas and flashbangs. They're like, oh my God, what do I do to humanity? Oh, they were crying and shit. It was pretty cool. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch everyone panic over the tear gas. I'm like, guys, it could have been a lot fucking worse, a lot worse. It could have been the National Guard showing us and letting us have it with nightsticks and shit, and it didn't. All right, so fortunately for us, um, it wasn't that bad, but and it was entertaining to watch. Right, so Southern Bell teacher. So there were people arguing with the cops. So, that's what I forgot to tell you because there was so much going on. So one guy was trying to motherfucker cops, and another Trump supporter, a legitimate Trump supporter, um, a, a legitimate Trump supporter was yelling at the guy who's yelling at the cops, telling him shut the fuck up. They're not here for this. It wasn't them. I mean, he was like correcting them up and down. He was getting in their ass, you know. And that's when I saw the difference. I was like, holy shit! Like I said, guys, there was so much going on. It was hard to focus on one thing at any given time. The one thing I kept focusing on was making sure there was no National Guards coming up behind us to hand us our ass, to make sure there was nobody else in the area going to do something stupid. That's what I was trying to make sure of. I just had my head on the swivel like you guys are telling me to do. Right? A lot of you guys are like, make sure when you're down there, keep your head on the swivel. That's exactly what we did. Um, but I was, like I said, I was there with a subscriber. We were hanging out, and at some point he disappeared. I'm like, where the fuck did he go? And he disappeared in the crowd. I found him later when I got back to my car. The long walk back to my car by myself, which was fucking depressing. But because again, I was just mulling over everything that happened and trying to um, not make sense, just trying to get everything in order in my head because so much went down. But guys, listen. Um, what happened happened, and now we got to move forward. There is no, well, this should have happened and that, and oh my God, it's done. We have to move forward. Now, Trump has no support. I mean, his cabinet or the people working for him are jumping ship, like someone said, like rats, right? Because they're sitting there saying, well, he was responsible. He wasn't responsible for this at all. But Trump has no support. He pissed off the elites, and he pissed off the media, and he pissed off other politicians. He has zero support. He says he wants to make a run for 2024. That's not going to happen. Unless there's a major shift, it's not going to happen. Because Trump didn't have the power to steal an election. Unfortunately, the Democrats did. I will tell you time and time again, I believe the election was stolen, hands down, right? And that's the honest truth. But we need to see unequivocal proof, not hearsay, not what other people thought they might have seen, or a grainy video. We need to see the actual computer cheat, and that's what we didn't see. And I think, and then listen, there's another there's another side of that. Maybe no one wanted to hear the proof because they wanted him out. Maybe a higher power, the elites, are paying people off heavily to get him out because Trump wasn't playing ball. Trump doesn't play ball, and you're like, well, how do we control him? Well, we can't control him. We don't know how to control him. What do we do? Oh man, we're gonna have to fake this election and steal it from him. That's the only way you could have done it. Because they tried so fucking hard for 4 years to get him out with made up shit. We all seen it. We all seen the shit they were trying to make up for him, and they couldn't get him out on that. And this is the only way to do it, by stealing the election. All right, guys, that's what it comes down to. And yes, man, it's not right. It's not fair. But nonetheless, guys, this is where we are. We are here, right? We're talking about this shit, and we're now we're trying to figure out what we do next. Well, what we know, what we do next is now we keep our head on the swivel and we we fight the next fight because there's undoubtedly going to be more fights ahead of us. That's the problem. Not a problem, but that's the thing. So again, guys, I'm called so many names just for again, saying Trump's election's over. I find that interesting. I find that people are being babies about the facts, right? But whatever, man. Uh, I please, if I destroy your name, I'm sorry, Amarla, Amarna. Um, People keep saying that the Capitol Police let them in. I don't know. All I saw was that the door was closed, and when I looked up again, the doors were open and people were filing in. And then I saw it was closed again, and I was like, okay, they got control. But I didn't see the Capitol Police like, hey, go inside, wreck the place, fuck it up, do what you want, piss on the desk and shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk, do whatever you want. I didn't see any of that. But people saying they saw videos. I still haven't seen any videos of it. The only video that I saw from pretty much when she got shot to when she died was the chick, the Army vet or the Air Force vet, sorry, that got shot in the face. I saw that whole thing. That was fucked up. But I didn't see, the red carpet rolled out for everyone to run inside and fuck the place up. But whatever, it is what it is, man. Um, I don't know what else to say about that other than the media is going to fuck this up. That's, I think, what I'm more upset about or pissed off or frustrated is that the media is going to spin this around, guys. I mean, they're going to make this shit look like a fucking nightmare. Meanwhile, over the summer, we've seen nightmares. We've seen people lose their businesses, people get killed at fucking riots, and no one bat an eyelash. You break a couple of windows and you kill one chick, and everyone's fucking, this is such a disappointment. My God, what are we gonna do? Really, you fucking morons? And I'm frustrated with people reacting to this like it was the worst thing to happen. Meanwhile, people lost their fucking jobs because of the looting and rioting, right? People lost their livelihoods. No one lost their livelihoods. No one lost their business because the Capitol had a couple broke fucking windows. You had a bunch of Congress who were cowering like fucking cowards, and that's because and because that one Congresswoman put a video of her being scared in her office. Bitch, you're surrounded by fucking guns. Grow up, right? You don't have to worry about the shit burning to the ground. You don't have to worry about losing your fucking jobs. So grow up. But meanwhile, the media is gonna fucking paint this a different picture, guys. Um, and Instagram took down one of my videos of us standing at the Capitol door, the Capitol steps, just with signs and shit, and they took that down. So anyway, 27 dislikes, guys. Keep it coming. See if we can hit 50 dislikes for you sacks of shits that fucking uh, hate facts or hate what I saw, because I'm telling you what I saw. I'm not saying anything else. And I am interjecting my opinion. But whatever. For you guys who are being pussies tonight, because again, I'm up to here with you assholes. Keep hitting the thumbs down. But for the rest of you that still actually like me, hit the thumbs up. So, like I said, guys, Here's my again my bigger issue with this whole thing. The media painting their picture, the media painting their picture, the media telling us what was done there when it wasn't done there. You know, um, the media making Patriots look bad. That's my fucking problem. You know, Caddy, you're right. It is my party, but you guys are, you guys are there supporting me as well. Listen, guys, I don't mind if you disagree with me. Absolutely fucking disagree with me. Uh, 454 Tiger, thank you for the donation. Absolutely disagree with me, guys. But be an adult and explain why you disagree with me. Whether that's, and don't do it in the chat. Please don't do it in the chat. Email me or some shit or leave it in the comment section of the video. Explain to me why you disagree with me. Don't be a fucking child and be like, I hate you now, ugh, and then unsubscribe. Say why. All right? And let's be a fucking adults about it. We can't. Dove Season, thank you for the donation. We can't be fucking children. We have to communicate and say why we disagree with one another. We have to be adults, guys. We cannot be like these millennial fucking pricks and unsubscribe or put thumbs down emojis and sad face emojis like little bitches. We have to fucking talk. We have to be men and we have to be women. We have to get our word across to one another so we can understand each other better and negotiate each other better so we can then not end up in the seat of I hate you and oh my god and we have to be fucking adults. That's what it comes down to. I want to understand why you don't like what I have to say, so then I can have a rebuttal and or go, I see your point. You made a good point, because that's how we become adults. That's how we get shit done. We see each other's points and we'll disagree or we'll agree. That's what it comes down to. All right. The fucking I'm gonna unsubscribe to you now and go home and cry on your fucking pillow. That's kid shit, guys. Kid shit. The fucking I listen, guys. I try to also be a little lighthearted by making fun of shit because I mean, guys, we're gonna have a rough fucking year. It is January 7th. This shit happened on the 6th. 6 days in, guys. We can. It's not like we can get a refund on 2021, man. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna be in for a fucking long, shitty year. It's just what it is, man. So, Layla Montana, thank you for the donation. So, quick side note: a couple of you guys were asking me about the book bags that were left at the front gate of the stage for Trump speaking. So, when Trump got on stage to speak, there was a crowd of people that were able to go and see him talk. But to go and see him talk, you had to leave your book bags in a pile, and that pile of book bags was insane. I've never seen anything like it. Um, you know, it was. I was like, holy shit! And not for nothing. Obviously, because I'm a gearhead, right? I love fucking tactical bags. I love bags, period. Right? I'm sitting there going, man, look at that! Look, there's an expedition bag in there. Look, there's a 511 bag in there. Like, I'm like, holy shit! These guys left some great bags behind just to go listen to Trump speak, which I think was worth it. But hopefully these people came back to their bags being there. But there were like 2 or 3 big piles of bags sitting there. Rachel, thank you for the donation. Airborne Paratrooper, thank you for the donation. So that's a side note on the bags. Um, I just thought it was interesting that there was that many bags there, right? But so listen, I mean, guys, another quick side note because I'm going off my notes that I wrote down here. But oh, I don't know how to say this. When the lady got shot, I'm going back to that. When the lady got shot, um, she crossed the line, right? And the cop drew his gun, and she got shot. And it's as shitty as that was, and as shitty as that was for everyone to watch that, all right, as shitty as that was, um, after she got shot, it looked like the fun and games inside the Capitol stopped. So that showed you their intentions, if you will. It wasn't like they were like, we're going to take this back for America. She got shot, and everybody was like, whoa, oh shit, this is too real. We're going to have to leave. and they got inside evacuated like that. As soon as she was done, as she was shot, it was done. But now anyway, when she went through that window, and the guy had to cut, I just don't know what the fuck she was thinking. I mean, she's dead now, so it's not like I can ask her what she was thinking, but she crossed the line. You know, KTM 55. What I mean, she crossed the line is she went through a window when the cop who had the gun drawn said, "Do not come in here. Do not go past that." And she did. She caught it in the face. You know, do I agree with her being shot like that? Absolutely not. Um, she was unarmed. She was clearly unarmed. But nonetheless, thank you, Secret Service. Thank you, Prepper Brian. Secret Service shot her, guys. They have a different set of rules. That is to be that you have to understand that. You cannot negotiate that. But she crossed that line. That was their line, and she got popped in the face. Um, now here's my assessment of the whole situation. We went down there, everybody went down there to support Trump, whether it was to say their goodbyes, like I said. But when the unorganized attack happened, that's a different mindset, guys. And I think I said that earlier. It's a different mindset. I just don't know how we went from having a good time to being flashbang, tear gassed, and someone being shot. It was just it was a little much, and that changes your mindset. Like, we go in there to have fun. I went in there to beat up on Antifa, or at least I thought I was going to beat up on some Antifa members, not to have that shit go down. Um, Marbury, thank you for that. See, and now, and Marbury, thank you for bringing that up. I knew they were going to start trashing this lady. I didn't see anything, but I had a feeling they were going to start trashing her. And what are they doing? They're trashing this fucking lady who's dead. They're gonna, oh, she was a Trump supporter, so fuck her. That's where they're getting at now. That's more the frustrating, guys. The media painting it the way they want to look. So this lady loses her life, so fuck her. Hey, how do I explain it? She gets shot, and yes, she crossed that line that shouldn't have been crossed. But nonetheless, we're gonna say fuck her. But yet this dude, what's his name? They get shot in the back for reaching for a knife. Right? This guy reaches for a knife, gets shot in the back, and they're like, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that. He was reaching for a fucking weapon." This lady crosses the line, and because she's a Trump supporter, now they're trashing her. How much sense does that make? So, guys, here's the rub. Stop watching the news. Don't turn them on. Fuck them. They're unsubscribe from anything you have of them. Unsubscribe from them. Unsubscribe from any motherfucker who supports these news agencies, these media outlets. Stop buying from them. Period. Uh, I'm undoubtedly going to delete my Instagram now because Instagram only wanted to show. That's why I wanted to get back to the point of what Instagram. Southern Safety, man, thank you for the donations. I appreciate it. Here's the problem. Instagram deleted my video of us standing in the by the Capitol building with signs waving and people hooting and hollering and making fucking Trump praises. Kimberly, thank you for the donation, right? But they wanted to keep the videos up of them trashing the Capitol, fighting with the Capitol Police. They kept those videos up. But I put a video up of us being peacefully rallying outside because it wasn't a protest, but peacefully rallying outside, and they deleted that shit. So they delete that, but they want to keep the other bullshit up. I mean, guys, fuck that. It's enough already, and we have to stop buying from people who support this shit. Anybody who trashes this lady who got shot, which is unfortunate, guys. Like, I'm impartial about it because I'm like, it's unfortunate he got shot, but it doesn't mean you start beating the shit up out of her on the fucking media, calling her a Trump and she deserved it. This is where we're going because I know people are going to say she deserved it because she was a Trump supporter. I mean, guys, I think I'm pretty sure I'm trying to negotiate taking my Facebook page down as well, all of it. The Angryprepper Facebook page, the NYC Prepper Facebook page. I'm going to take it all down as soon as I get my website up and running. When I get my website up and running, Facebook can kiss my dick too. So anyway, guys, there was no Antifa getting their asses handed to them, and that's what I was geared up for. I wasn't geared up to fight fucking Capitol Police. That's another thing. Someone left a comment. Launch a complaint. I'm not gonna launch a complaint, Seacock. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm not launching a complaint. I'm just gonna leave. Fuck them. And I know people are gonna say, "Well, that's what they want." What else are you gonna do? The big tech doesn't give a fuck. Big tech wants people who will fall in line. Big tech wants drones. They want people who will suck their dicks. That's who they want. They don't want fucking anybody who thinks of themselves or who puts out facts. That's not what they want. So, guys, the fight that's coming to us, again, is no longer in Trump's hands. It is in our hands. The Second Amendment, guys, that's a fight that's coming for us. Uh, News Frontier, it might be an unjust shooting, but it doesn't matter when you're in the Capitol and a Secret Service agent has his gun drawn. Doesn't matter, right? If I'm breaking glass and I'm gonna go in, I stick my head in. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, you better back the fuck up. I'm gonna put a bullet in you. Guess what I'm doing? I'm backing up. All right, because it's not like she got shot and more dudes try to get into there. It wasn't the case. She got shot and everybody threw their hands up and like, all right, it was fun until she started bleeding on the floor. That's what it came down to. All right. So anyway, guys, the fight ahead of us right now is the Second Amendment, forced vaccination, forced proof of vaccination, these two assholes selling us out to China, and freedom of speech. Guys, freedom of speech is under attack. Thank you, Dawn. And it's been under attack, but it's going to be more so now. With this shit that happened at the Capitol, you better fucking believe that every person who supports America, who supports Trump, who supports the American way of life, we are all going to be under attack. Bottom line. All right? And that's where we're at. And we're going to be up Shit's Creek without a paddle if we don't get something together. And I mean something concrete, something more, something harsh. Uh, Waving flags and signs are done. If the attack on the Capitol is going to be a segue for them to restrict us even more, and you're going to see it, and then we're really going to have to fight. John, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right, we're guys. When I mean a rough road ahead of us, this is going to be a rough road ahead of us. Um, and guys, I don't think BLM was there. People keep saying BLM was there. BLM wasn't there. I think Antifa was there. That's for fucking sure, but not BLM. Yes, Hudson Valley prepping and survival. Sorry, yeah, they're guys. YouTube is taking down videos that challenge the election. It looks like this. It looks like if you say so much as, well, I think it was stolen, they're taking you down. They're taking First Amendment and throwing it in the garbage can. They're cutting up the Second Amendment as we speak. Guys, it's we have a fight ahead of us. Now, here's the fight that's coming ahead of us too. For a lot of you that are not looking at the bigger picture, there's going to be more a divide right now. The divide that's happening in the United States is happening as we speak. All right. We have people, regular citizens like yourself and I, jumping ship because I don't like what Trump did. You know what? I don't want to be painted as a patriot anymore. I don't want to play ball. I just want to be loved and liked by anybody. So I'll become a liberal prick and like everything Kamala Harris and Biden says. I'm going to respect Biden and Kamala Harris. Really? I'm going to treat them. Now, listen, guys, to be fair, Biden's going to be president, and I'm going to still call him, I'm still going to call him president of the United States. But I am by fucking no means going to sit there and give him the benefit of the doubt, because the benefit of the doubt went out the fucking window when he stole the election. Period. But he is still going to be president of the United States. And that's it. But we are by no means going to sit there and, listen, we got to give people where respect's due, right? And we got to sit there and watch everything it is do. But I personally think, in my opinion, guys, he's going to fuck this country in the ass. But that's my opinion, right? Whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Um, it's it's going to be a ride. But jumping ship and not supporting Trump so that you can be liked by other people or so that you can see, you see, let's look here. I put this post here that's saying I don't like Trump anymore. That's what people are doing. And I'm starting to see it all over the fucking Facebook and YouTube for that matter. Sorry, not YouTube. Instagram, sorry. I'm starting to see it in both places. Nonetheless, guys, uh, and some people are saying it's not over. Please explain to me why it's not over. I'm just curious as to why you think it's not over, because I see it being over. It's not over for America. Sorry, let me walk that back. It's not over for America. We still have a fight left in us, guys. We still can fight. If we have to bring it to them, then we fucking bring it to them. But we still have a fight. But President Trump doesn't have a fight in this. He doesn't have a fight in this game anymore. It's done for him, but not for us. Let me say that. Anyway, guys, I think I went through all my points I wanted to bring up. Uh, I did want to say, as far as the breaching goes of the Capitol, there had to be two. There had to be multiple points of breach because I was looking at the news this morning. I'm like, I was there. That didn't happen there. And then they sort of like pulled back, and I'm like, oh, that's the other side of the building. So apparently the Capitol was being attacked from all sides. I thought it was just from one side. Again, uh, again, it was from my point of view, and I didn't know anything until I got home. Now, someone said, "Will Trump end up in a divorce?" If you haven't been paying attention, Trump was already divorced after that last shit with the stripper. His wife stopped talking to him. She only talks to him for the optics, guys. That's it. But the divorce is already in the making. So the divorce has nothing to do with what happened today or the cheating election or none of that. It has to do with that bullshit with the stripper. So, yes, Trump is going to get divorced. I'm going to say a couple of weeks after he's out. His wife is going to divorce him. So that's that, guys. East Coast properties. If that's true, we will see. But I just saw what happened to Arizona, so I don't know if that's even going to matter at this point. Yes, guys, I do believe Trump is a traitor, without a doubt. I do believe he's a traitor. I do believe he stabbed Trump in the back. But again, it's my belief, right? It's my opinion. I mean, could he have done something to swing it around? Yeah. If you want to play the blame game, which I don't like doing, right? But you want to play the blame game. If Pence wouldn't have let Trump down, maybe yesterday wouldn't have happened. You know, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Who the fuck knows? Oily prepper. Yeah. I mean, Clinton got a blowjob, and now looking at that, that's the least of our fucking problems. Yeah, sorry guys. I meant Pence is a traitor, not Trump. Pence is a traitor, not Trump. If Pence would have did the right thing, we wouldn't be here, right? We wouldn't be here right now. But whatever, it is what it is. Uh, there's not much more we can do about it, guys. Like I say, we have to move forward. Carmen, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. We have to move forward, guys. We can't hang on to what happened. What happened happened, and now we got to move forward. We got to prepare for the shit that's coming ahead, right? We can't go back and and go, well, we should have did this differently. It's too late. We don't have a time machine. I don't have a time machine. You guys don't have a time machine, so we can't go back in time. You know. So we will see what happens with that. 39 likes. And listen, guys, a lot of people, who are Mike, who looks uncomfortable. I mean, I might look uncomfortable because I'm fucking tired. Dude, listen, I woke up like I was hit by a fucking Mack truck. Everything in my body hurt. It was like, and that's a sign of old age. It's because I'm getting old. Right? I woke up out of bed. I felt like a fucking mummy was waking up. I was like, what the fuck happened? And then I was getting out of bed. It took me fucking a half hour to roll out of bed and fucking, I did some fucking bullshit stretching and that hurt. I was like, fuck this. EDC TV, thank you for the donation. I was fucking hurting, guys. I and then the drive home. you know, I mean, I was flying home so that I didn't die in my fucking car of exhaustion. And you know, I got home, I got out of the car, I was like, what the fuck? I had to put my bag on my back and walk to the apartment. It was fucking insane. It was the worst tiredness and pain I've ever felt in my life. You know, it was like if I was a tin man and he needed to oil me or some shit this morning. It was bad. I've never felt anything like this. It was like I got into a fight. Meanwhile, I didn't get into a fight. It wasn't like the cops wrestled with me or pushed me around. It was old age, and it was I guess it was being up that long. You know, uh, yeah, Elvis. I'm pretty sure everyone was fatigued. You know what? And the thing is, it didn't help that I was up for almost 40 hours. It didn't help that I didn't eat all fucking day because I didn't have any fucking snacks. It didn't help that I was cold, right? It didn't help that you know, we were all watching what was happening, and we were frustrated and disappointed at the same time. You know, yeah, Dusty, you're right. My lungs were probably stressed. You know, my body was stressed. My whole body was stressed. My immune system was stressed out, just from everything going on. You know, and then again, you know, and then you know, I get to my car, and then I run into this fucking kid. Let me start out by saying this. I run into this fucking kid who pissed me the fuck off because as I get to my car, all I want to do is get in my car and go home. And this kid was like, "What's up, Patriot? Thank you for hanging out." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And just by the tone of his voice and his speech pattern, I knew he was an EDP. An EDP is an emotionally disturbed person, which is a long short of it, crazy person. And I was like, fuck. He's like, yeah, man, we did it today. We did it. We held. We won back to America. And I'm like, is he fucking kidding me? What the fuck was he watching? So he's talking to me and the guy that I was hanging out with, and me and the guy that I'm hanging out with looking at each other. What the fuck is he talking about? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We did nothing. Lana, I do not have PTSD from this bullshit. Please, if you get PTSD from this bullshit, you have problems. But anyway, uh, yeah, and thank you, Bushcraft family. My adrenaline was spiked and it was coming down, and as it was coming down, I felt the pain. But anyway, let me get back to talking to this kid. So, so he was talking to me, and he was like, "Yeah, man, we got this." He says, "We're gonna win back this election." He says, "Well, you know, uh, uh, Arizona did what they did, and you know the which were refusing to certify their votes, but then the Senate said no, and so now he's talking to me, and I'm like, this fucking kid's out of his mind. He's like, yo, you know what? When Trump gets inaugurated January 20th, we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna be drinking hard Mike's Hard Lemonade on his front lawn. Yeah, I think he said Mike's Hard Lemonade on his front lawn. I'm like, first of all, pussy, no self-respecting man drinks Mike's Hard Lemonade. All right, unless you wear a dress or you're one of those man womans. Those who drink fucking Mike Hard Lemonade, not a self-respecting man. That's number one. Number two, nothing was done because they went back in and they certified the goddamn election anyway. So what the fuck was he talking about? But because he was pissing me the fuck off and I was so tired, I didn't have anything left in me to argue with this kid. I was like, let me get the fuck out of here. I'm like, dude, I'm getting out of here. I'm fucking tired. And the guy I was hanging out with was like, yeah, man, I'm getting out of here too. We gotta get away from this fucking kid, Mike's Hard Lemonade. You fucking crazy. Who the fuck? Forget it. Forget it because it pissed me off as soon as he said that on the White House front lawn, drinking drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm sorry, pussy. Do you have a fucking purse to go with that fucking drink? Anyway, that's neither here or there. But he just pissed me off, and it was people like him who were holding on to fucking dear hope. Are you fucking out of your mind? Mike's Hard Lemonade. He would have said whiskey. I'd have been like, now you got my attention. But he didn't say that. Anyway, yeah, there's so many fucking pussies out there. It was insane with the fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade. Yeah. Should have smacked him with a fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade. Anyway, sorry for going off the rails. But nonetheless, guys, when I got to my car, I was beat up, man. It was like I was in a fucking fist fight. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sign up for AARP because I feel fucking old. I'm gonna go get me a slippers and a robe while I'm at it and fucking watch a pinochle tournament or some shit like that because it was that bad. I was in that much pain. It was insane. Um, but again, guys, Brian, if I had a can of spam, I would have definitely launched it at him. undoubtedly so. I would have launched it at him, um, because I've never been so annoyed in my life. It was insane. The kid was just, and it was his voice too. It was like and this kid was a big kid too. He was like a big towering kid, but he had the voice of a fucking gnat. Like whatever a gnat sounded like, that's what he sounded like. You know, but whatever, man. He was like, we gotta make, and then we're gonna take this election back, and I'm like, holy shit. Like you would have thought differently. He was like, I'm in a militia group. Oh, me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck's this kid even talking to me? Holy shit. Anyway, man, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I was just fucking like super annoyed with that whole interaction. Um, Whatever. The kid was just fucking, yeah, guys, you're right. Soy boy, fucking, oh god. Yeah, I definitely need some sleep and bacon, but but anyway, guys, I'm sorry. Listen, uh, listen. Here's a rub, guys. We got to move forward. That's the problem. We're moving forward. We have to what happened yesterday happened, and now we move forward from it. We can't keep dwelling on the past. And the past to dwell on is gone. It was back then. Uh, Go to bed now. Time to go to bed. Yeah, you're right. It's probably time to go to bed. But anyway, guys, it is late. It is time to get off the tube here. I will see you guys in the next live stream, probably in a couple days. Uh, I won't have anything left. But yes, I do need a massage because my back is tight because I'm fucking old. But other than that, guys, I do thank you guys for dealing with my bullshit. I do thank you guys for still supporting me, watching me again, watching my back. For those of you that offered up to come get me if I was stranded down there, thank you for that as well. You know who you are. But again, Guard 26, moving forward, is preparing for the shit that's going to come next. That's what moving forward means, guys. All right? That's exactly what it means. It's getting ready for the shit to come. And Chris, you said, fuck you, Angryprepper. Listen, man. Yes, fuck me too. I would probably say fuck myself at this point, at this late at night. But yes, I will get some rest. Thank you guys. You guys are listen. You guys are awesome because you guys follow me and you guys support. But again, if you disagree with me, please let me know why you disagree with me. All seriousness aside, let me know why you agree with me. Disagree with me. Sorry. If you agree with me, obviously, I still like to hear your opinion on why you agree with me. But I also like to know why you disagree with me. All right. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for the donations, and thank you for the good time. See you later, guys.